A new set of images from the Hubble Space Telescope and the JUICE spacecraft has once again pushed 3I Atlas into the center of scientific discussion. This strange object, coming from far outside our solar system, continues to behave in ways that do not match any known comet. Each new observation raises more questions, and scientists are struggling to understand what exactly we are looking at. 3I Atlas is only the third confirmed interstellar object ever discovered. Before it, astronomers had seen 1I Oumuamua in 2017 and 2I Borisov in 2019. When 3I Atlas was first observed on July 1, 2025, its provisional name was C. 2025-1 Atlas, named after the survey project in Chile that detected it. From the beginning, the most important detail was its trajectory. 3I Atlas is moving on a hyperbolic path, which means it is not affected enough by the sun's gravity to be captured. It will pass through our solar system only once and never return. This gives scientists a single chance to study this rare visitor. Early measurements show that 3I Atlas might be much larger than the previous interstellar objects. The estimates suggest a nucleus somewhere between 440 meters and 5.6 kilometers across. When sunlight heats it, its ices turn into gas, carrying dust outward and forming a glowing cloud called the coma. Many comets have a coma and a tail, and at first glance that part seemed normal. But the details quickly became strange. A new Hubble image from November 30, 2025 revealed something highly unusual. Instead of a normal tail pointing away from the sun, 3I Atlas appears to have a long, bright extension pointing toward the sun. This is known as a sunward anti-tail, and it is rarely seen. A tail that points toward the sun is almost impossible to explain using standard comet physics. Solar radiation normally pushes dust and gas outward, not inward. The image shows a coma roughly 40,000 kilometers wide and a sunward structure almost 60,000 kilometers long. This suggests that something is pushing material in a very unexpected direction. One idea is that a swarm of larger chunks or fragments might be drifting ahead of the main object. These chunks could be following a slightly different path, creating the illusion of a tail pointing at the sun. But even this explanation does not completely solve the mystery. Another important look at 3I Atlas came from the JUICE spacecraft, which captured its own images using a navigation camera on November 2, 2025. Even though the camera is not designed for deep space science imaging, the pictures still showed a bright coma and signs of two faint tails. More interestingly, the motion of 3I Atlas does not look fully natural. Some parts of its movement seem to show signs of non-gravitational forces, scientific instruments, though this information will not be released until late February 2026. These upcoming results could reveal what kinds of gases, dust, or ices the object contains. This is important because early clues suggest that 3I Atlas might have a composition different from comets born in our own solar system. It may carry materials that formed around a different star, under different temperatures and chemical conditions. This makes 3I Atlas a rare sample of another planetary system. One of the most surprising discoveries is that 3I Atlas is moving directly into Jupiter's Hill sphere, the region where Jupiter's gravity dominates. The object is traveling at a speed far greater than anything humans have ever launched into space. The fact that it is passing through such an important gravitational region makes the mystery even more interesting. The odd behavior of 3I Atlas has led some scientists, including Harvard professor Avi Loeb, to suggest that we should not completely ignore the possibility that the object might be artificial. This does not mean a spaceship full of aliens, but perhaps a technological fragment, something like a lost probe, a piece of ancient machinery, or an interstellar object that was once part of a larger structure. Most scientists believe the object is natural, but the unusual behavior keeps the discussion open. So far, Scientists have identified many anomalies: the antitail that points toward the Sun, signs of non-gravitational acceleration, unusual brightness changes, and hints of a possible fragment swarm. Each anomaly alone might be explainable, but together they create a picture that does not match any normal comet model. This is why the scientific debate remains active. Understanding 3I Atlas matters for several reasons. If it is natural, it allows us to study material that formed around another star. This helps scientists understand how planets and comets form in other systems across the galaxy. If it is artificial, the implications would be enormous, suggesting that technological objects can travel between star systems and survive for long periods. More observations are expected soon. New ground-based data is planned to be released on December 19th. Additional Hubble observations may follow, and JUICE will reveal its detailed chemical results in February 2026. Scientists hope these updates will help determine whether the antitail is stable or temporary, whether the fragments are real objects, and whether the comet has unusual ices or chemicals that do not match comets in our solar system. To truly understand 3I Atlas, researchers need more data on its evolution as it moves farther from the Sun. If the antitail disappears and turns into a normal tail, it might suggest dust alignment effects or unusual geometry. If it remains, the mystery becomes even deeper.